Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kalterkrieg as Canada. And it's a new recording session, but trust me, I have not forgotten that we're thanking people for watching these videos from different parts of the world. And today, oh god, I actually didn't think of a place. You know what? If you're from South Korea, that's your shout out for today. Anyways, docks available. What do we have in here? Motorized, mechanized, all of that looks fantastic. And we should very, very soon have our election. There's new parties. You know, the Progressive Conservatives are now here to compete in the elections. The NDP are here to compete in the elections as well. And we'll see kind of how they do. Delete. Okay, what are we making that's outdated? What in here is outdated? It is a boat, so I literally could not care less. So I want to see if we can maybe get the Conservative Party to win the election. My gut says that it's unlikely, because we're at like 14% in Ontario, 25% in Quebec, 15%, 15%. Like, it's not likely, okay? Like, it's not looking... 22%? I mean, that's something, that's something. But we need to... I want to see if we can get them to win. Or at least have, like, a bit of, like, a hung parliament, something like that. I mean, we already... No, we don't have one anymore because we did get the rebalancing here due to the collapse of two political parties. So we do have majority. We're at 3.3%. All of that effort I put into Hawaii was for absolutely goddamn nothing at all. Okay, cool. So yeah, you'll be done 19 days. You'll be done in 82 days. I don't know why Italy has decided to not accept help. Purchase request. Hey, you want to buy some rifles? I will absolutely sell you rifles. Now, I know you are technically pro-Germany, but, I mean, if I can sell you stuff, I'll sell you stuff. I see no reason not to. Okay, so is that, Royal Navy, and we were getting our way down. It's like, there's so many naval dockyards here. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. This actually builds in Iceland. So, I mean, I don't care about Iceland, right? We don't own it. Iceland is over here. I mean, they're in the Accord. I mean, that's nice. You know, they are a mandate of ours. But that doesn't actually benefit me directly. I don't think there's anything else that's good in here. I mean, destroying submarines minus 15% actually is quite nice. Submarine warfare, naval supremacy. Which one did I do? Officer Corps. Okay, we're on naval supremacy, so I guess we'll take the naval supremacy focus afterwards. But first things first, I want to get these 5 naval bases. I think that just seems like a good choice for us right now. And especially since, you know, we're done our politics tree, at least until the election. The RCAF, the nuclear stuff doesn't matter. We already have our nuclear bombs. Close air support would probably be nice to have as well. I mean, air superiority is also good, because if you have air superiority, then your close air support is not going to get shot down. So, I mean, there's... You know, both of those, I think, have some merit to them. Okay, what do we have for our government? Semi-elite. That was just to cut down some cost. And, I mean, we might as well take an infantry equipment. 4% for everything. And this also gives you motorization research. Or mechanized. Hardness and speed. And more research on that. But you know what? I love me some breakthrough. So we'll go with you here. Dominion cartridge. And for the planes, we don't need to worry about that right now. Now, again, our manpower is still pretty low. You know, 82,000. I mean, it's kind of to be expected. We are Canada. But it's still a little bit of a shame. I would like more troops if possible. 100% research bonus. I mean, this would be done really, really fast. But at the same time, I don't really need it. 50%, 1,226 days for the 1960 tank. I mean, it's interesting. But we're in mid-53. Is there anything that's available? Yes, actually. Oh, we can actually go for the helicopters. And they were pretty good because they allowed you to have a certain support company, which I don't remember off the top of my head. But I remember it being good. Okay, Third American Civil War. New England claims dominion over Pennsylvania. Following the failure of New England to seize Pennsylvania through Operation Grey Eyes, they decided to further escalate the situation. They claimed that it was not the CIA operation, rather, Pennsylvanians had said exercising their right to self-determination and choosing to join New England. With this in mind, New England has claimed dominion over Pennsylvania, arguing that it is part of New England and should join New England. I'm guessing and should join New England. New England has demanded that the American Union state allow Pennsylvania to join New England as it clearly desires to, or to face the consequences. Okay, so American Civil War has now broken out. Make sure we turn off our fog of war here as well. So we have the three-way. You know, we have Pacific States, Great Lakes, New England, all fighting American Union states. Great Lakes, of course, are fucked. They're not going to succeed. But we need to get our way up straight to level 5 as quickly as humanly possible so that we're able to declare war on the Accord. That is my plan. Vote on allowing this to level 5. We need level 4. Now, it says here, we may send 2 divisions of volunteers. And I'm wondering, not aligned to our geopolitical goals, not aligned to our geopolitical goals, and unfortunately, not aligned to our geopolitical goals. So at least for the time being, we are not actually able to intervene, but we do need to save up our political power to bolster this. We can go straight to level 3, actually. What do you need? You need tension to be at 65, and you need to be at 85. Okay. So if we have tension, there's level 3 involvement, but this doesn't need level 2, right? There is level 2 involvement in the Third American Civil War. I mean, it says 1. But I mean, if you're going to allow me to go straight up to level 3, I wouldn't say no. Because again, I want to intervene as quickly as humanly possible. That's kind of my my whole thing here. He goes 25, like it's so expensive. And unfortunately, I'm guessing we can't be like blockaded, right? That was the thing with Germany, was that New England ships could block shipments, but it does not seem like that's the case here. But we do need to rack up tension. Right now it's 18.25. Detroit has already collapsed. Fantastic. And they're already up to 19. So as long as New England and the Pacific States are able to hold on long enough for direct Canadian involvement, we should be okay. And boy, how's everybody else doing? Congo, we won in the Congo. Syria, I don't think we really care about too much. I mean, it's really just America we're focused on right now. And preparing to go to war. Do I have troops ready to deploy? No. I do have rifles. So I probably should, in some capacity, train up some more troops. What else do we have? Do we have mechanized? We have 1,500 mechanized? Holy shit. I should be getting up more mechanized infantry. Boom, 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 boom. Get that up to 6. We'll cancel 1 infantry because I'm assuming that our manpower is a big issue here. And unfortunately, we can't go up to extensive. Requires us to be at war. Or, you know, national populist, authoritarian, socialist, autocrat. Not Canadian mobilization, will change during events, focuses, and or decisions. Now, presumably... Well, it says not. It says checked off, so maybe we're actually good there. I'm not too sure. Britain wants to buy 10 motorized. Sure, why not? Again, I don't want to spend political power. We need to at least save with the 50 to go up to level 3. Because then you need 65 tensions, and you need 85. Which, I mean, is a lot. Study the Second Kalterkrieg. Invasion defense. Okay, now that there's actually a war going on our border, do we want to change some of this? I think, yes. I think we now need to focus more on the RCAF. Because our Air Force is going to be substantially more important than our Navy when it comes to dealing with the Long family, the Long dynasty. So we need to get our Air Force up to snuff. Anthony Eden has resigned. Unfortunately, we did disband a lot of our Air Force in order to save some money. But now we don't have the manpower to actually redeploy the Air Force. So again, hopefully, once we're actually at war with the Americans, the government will realize we want all these on. We could actually, if we had 65 world tension, or not 65 world tension, 65 tension in this, we would be able to go straight to level 4. And then you require level 4 tension. Tension cause. Did they get rid of the time scale? Because I remember when we played Germany, there was like had to be like 6 months, or maybe it's just maybe Germany has a different numbers here. That also is possible. Change tension caused by third American Civil War by 2. So yeah, so you want to immediately booster this up to level 3. Excellent. I like if we just skip 2. Because I don't know. I don't think New England has it in them. Like, unfortunately, I love them, but they don't. I don't think they got what it takes. Yeah, now we need tension to go up higher. Because right now we're at 29.5. Like, it is increasing pretty quickly. And our political power gain is still pretty good. Okay, let's see. What's in here? Anything we'd actually want. This is for tactical bombers, strategic bombers. Bomber research. Thing is, I don't care about bomber research that much. And this, I mean, no matter which of these two, we can actually go down the middle. So it's like, we want fighter bonuses and radar detection. Or do we want close air support? Reduce at a time bone penalty by 1 year for helicopters. 5% more attack. I mean, what's our radar situation at? Didn't we actually get, like, a lot of coordination? Or was that a different campaign? No, it's this one. Yeah, we already did a lot of research here. So I don't know how useful the radar would be. And then you give us 2 times bonus? No, it's a 1 times bonus on fighters. And how long are those guys ahead of time? They're both 52. So they're both actually behind on the times. Close air support mission efficiency. You know what? Let's assist ground troops. I know I literally just said about controlling the skies. But I kind of like having the research benefit more. And the fact that instead of getting those 2 radar researches, which I honestly don't care about that much, it just gives us an extra 5% ground support. I think that seems worth it. That kind of brings it over to, you know, my perspective. And you know what? While we're doing this, and while we're getting that on its way, we should research immediately the next level of close air support. Because I don't want my 100% research bonus to go towards this one. I want it to go to the 106 shield. For obvious reasons. I don't want to have a research bonus on something that's already not ahead of time. Now, I will say New England is not doing so hot, which I'm not surprised by. St. Laurent announces candidacy. Today, Liberal leader Louis St. Laurent announces candidacy for the upcoming federal elections. Speaking to reporters at the press conference in Ottawa, Mr. St. Laurent outlined his vision for the country and highlighted his party's achievements over the past several years. I am honored to stand before you today and declare my candidacy for the position of Prime Minister of Canada, said Mr. Laurent. I believe that the Liberal Party has a strong track record of delivering results for the people in this country, and I'm confident that we can continue to build a better future for Canadians if given the opportunity. St. Laurent highlighted the party's success in areas such as healthcare, education, infrastructure, and promises to continue investing on these areas if elected. He also addressed the challenges facing the country, including the ongoing threat of German authoritarianism and the need to strengthen Canadians' relationship with the Court-aligned American states. The announcement was met with enthusiasm by supporters of the Liberal Party, who praised Mr. St. Laurent's leadership and vision for the country. The federal elections are set to take place in June of this year, and is expected to be a closely contested race for the prime ministership. And presumably we're going to be getting events for every single party here. Yeah, so New England is going to collapse. Again, that's not a surprise. We knew this was going to happen. But we now need to bolster tensions significantly. Lend-lease specific states. Again, we're not going to give it to anyone in New England for obvious reasons. 0.25. Does giving them more advanced stuff increase it by more? Unfortunately not. Actually, maybe battle tanks. No, 0.25. Thing is, do they even have tanks? I'm not even too sure. But we'll give them some motorized, not to New England. Don't give you anything to New England. Get motorized to the Pacific states. I mean, it doesn't even bolster it by that much. Diefenbaker announces candidacy. This evening, in response to St. Laurent's announcement only days ago, John Diefenbaker, leader of the Progressive Conservative Party of Canada, announced his candidacy for the upcoming federal elections. Speaking to reporters at a press conference in Toronto, Diefenbaker outlined his vision for the country and highlighted his party's plans for the future. I am honored to stand before you today and declare my candidacy for the position of Prime Minister of Canada, said Diefenbaker. If elected, the Progressive Conservatives will work to build a strong and prosperous nation through our commitment to free enterprise, individual freedom, and a responsible government. Diefenbaker emphasized the need for a strong economy, lower taxes, and smaller government, and promised to address the challenges facing the country. I think this is actually, is it the exact same event? I think only the second part is actually different. Enthusiasm by supporters, yada yada yada. Okay. So there's actually a lot of overlap there, unfortunately. And you guys can't even deploy because we have no manpower. Is there anything I could possibly do to increase manpower? And I'm actually wondering, should we be beginning naval invasion into, like, Florida? Like, again, we own the Bahamas. So let's move this navy here. We'll throw, you don't have a leader. There we go, John Roberts. Let's throw you down to the Bahamas. For the time being, we might need to prepare a naval invasion into Florida. That's kind of my thought process right now for what will make sense for us to do. We can't move. I mean, I guess we can bring troops out of in Europe, right? Do they need to be here? I'm going to say no for right now. There's actually... How many Marine divisions do we have in total? Where is this Marine division? He's in Red Army? No, you're going to go to Purple here. And Purple Army, your job now is to deploy yourself into Nassau. And the Marine divisions, prepare naval invasion from Nassau into Miami. And we'll secure the southern beachhead. And then everyone else... Again, all of the Marines will go here. And we'll even bring that up with 2 infantry as well. There we go. Figured it out. Okay, well, there goes New York City. Not a big surprise. Douglas announces his candidacy. Okay. Tommy Douglas, leader of the NDP, announced his candidacy for the upcoming federal elections, speaking at a conference in Vancouver. I'm just going to read the... I know this one seems a little bit different. I've elected the NDP will create a fair and just society for all Canadians through commitment to social democracy and economic equality. He focused on issues such as universal health care, workers' rights, and affordable education, pledging to address these and other challenges facing the country if elected. He also highlighted the ongoing threat of German... Okay, yada, yada, yada. Look, Tommy Douglas, leader of the Unionist Party. Everybody knows about German authoritarianism, okay? We get it. It'd be funny if the Unionists are like, you know what? Their authoritarianism? It's kind of based, actually. We kind of love it. Can I move you guys? Okay, you're actually completely fucking my front line. So we'll worry about this afterwards. Okay, Bennett has announced... Okay, so his actually it looks a little bit more different. Yesterday, WWII Bennett, leader of the Unionist Party, declared his candidacy in Vancouver. Please stand before you. If elected, Unionist Party works to build a strong and stable nation through a commitment to traditional values, law and order, and conservative economic policies. Bennett emphasized the need to return to traditional values, a crackdown on crime, and a focus on economic growth through low taxes and limited government intervention. He also expressed sympathy for authoritarian regimes and praised a strong leadership that they provide. The announcement was met with mixed reactions, with some praising the Unionist Party's commitment for traditional values and strong leadership, while others expressed grave concern over the party's perceived tolerance of authoritarianism and a conservative economic policies akin to those used in the Reichspakt. Genuinely, how do you... You know what? Sure, send him some tanks. How do you win as a Unionist? I'm guessing you kind of need to start the entire campaign going pro-conservative in order for that to happen. I guess maybe the Conservatives have to win in 1951 or 48, whatever year the first election was. 49? Maybe they need to win that election so that you can bolster up conservative support to then go more conservative in the next election. That's the only thing that really makes sense. Okay, so next up, I just want to see. So you have cost reduction, invasion defense. I mean, that could be useful. Maybe not. Status quo. I think one of these does help out naval attack and defense at the bottom. Naval detection. There are some good modifiers at the bottom of this tree, but again, that's more of an anti-German outlook than it is a than anti-American Union state. As unfortunate as that is, it's more of like defending Britain against German naval invasions or defending, you know, Nova Scotia on that. The 1953 campaign election begins. The kickoff of the general election and campaign in Canada has brought out a crowded field of candidates, with the leaders of the 4 main parties all declaring their intention to run for the position of Prime Minister. Louis St. Laurent, the Liberal Party, Tommy Douglas for the New Democratic Party, John Diefenbaker for the Progressive Conservatives, and W.C. Bennett of the Unionist Party have all announced their candidacies, each presenting their own vision for the country's future. Okay, so we want to go for Dief for Chief, and let's open this up immediately. I mean, oh god, we're so unpopular. But I mean, again, Ontario has the most seats, so we'll campaign in Ontario first. I think it just makes the most sense. But I think that at least for right now, with war raging in the United States, hopefully we'll be able to intervene sooner rather than later. And with the 1953 election, I think it's going to be a great time for us to end off for today. So if you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not enjoying, throw some down. You want to see more, subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day and goodbye.